Yes, I'm Drew Spire.
And I'm Candace Kelly.
Eyewitness News was first to report the verdict in this case today. The jury convicted Ciaverella on 12 counts, including racketeering and wire fraud, the most serious of the 39 charges.
Ciaverella was found not guilty on 27 counts and now faces a maximum sentence of 157 years. We have team coverage of the verdict. Our I-Team's Andy Mahalchik has been on this case from the very beginning. He is now live at the Luzerne County Courthouse where it all started. Andy.
Hey Candace, hi Drew. That scandal began here at the Luzerne County Courthouse, believe it or not, 6 long years ago, when the Kid for Cash scheme was hatched by now 2 corrupt and convicted judges. Former Luzerne County Judge Mark Ciaverella, now convicted felon corrupt Judge Mark Ciaverella, comes out of federal court in Scranton late Friday afternoon. A jury found him guilty of 12 of the 39 counts, including the most serious charges: racketeering, money laundering, conspiracy, and tax evasion. But he was found not guilty of extortion. The jury apparently did not believe he took kickback cash from attorney Bob Powell, the co-owner of the PA Child Care Center, the heart of the Kids for Cash scandal. Ciaverella, in the midst of a mob scene, denied any Kids for Cash scheme.
Absolutely never took a dime to send a kid anywhere. If that was the case, that would have been in this trial. You don't think the government would have put me on trial for that if that was the case? Never happened. Never, ever happened. This case was about extortions and kickbacks. That's what this case was about, not about Kids for Cash. Because if it was, they'd have had that on trial.
Mark, you were convicted of racketeering and serious charges. What do you have to say about that? But parents of children sent away by Ciaverella for apparently no good reason say he is in denial.
I think that Mark Ciaverella is in denial. I think that he's always been a very egotistical man. I know that Attorney Flora is being paid to do his job as a criminal attorney, but he absolutely was involved for Kids for Cash. And I think that the sad part of this whole trial was that I respect the IRS, but that wasn't the main point. It should have been focused on the children.
I was hoping to get sent away on guilty on all 39 counts, but there was only 12, and now he's appealing it. The kids never got to appeal anything. They were sent away in a heartbeat, blink of an eye. So I'm very distraught about that.
Again, while most parents are happy he was found guilty on most of the serious charges, they're not happy that, quite frankly, that he walked away as a free man from that courthouse. Shannon Murphy's here with that story. Shannon, you talked to some parents tonight. Again, they're not happy at all.
That's right, Andy. Emotions ran high, and one mother actually went face-to-face with Ciaverella as he walked out of the federal courthouse a free man.
This is not a Cash for Kids case, and we hope somebody starts getting the message.
He's not here anymore. My kid's not here. He's dead. Because of him! He ruined my life! I'd like them to go to hell and rot there forever!
Ma'am, come on.
No, you know what he told everybody in court? They need to be held accountable for their actions. You need to be. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? Do you remember my son? An all-star wrestler? He's good. He shot himself in the heart. You scumbag!
That mother lashed out at Ciaverella this afternoon after the verdict was read. She says her son committed suicide after being sent away by Ciaverella for a minor crime. But that's just one of the hundreds of stories surrounding the Kids for Cash scandal. Eyewitness News also caught up with Kevin Williamson. Kevin was sentenced to 90 days at a juvenile detention center back in 2008 for a minor offense.
I was honestly expecting like some form of like simple probation or some type of fine or something. Like the last thing I expected was to get sent away.
Kevin and his mom say they're happy with the verdict, but not the fact that Ciaverella walked out of federal court a free man.
I wasn't impressed because he walked out of there. I would have rather seen him go away straight from court, considering that's what I had to do.
I thought the judge should have had a little more compassion and thought about the kids and what they went through, that they never had a chance. They got taken right out of the chair, into handcuffs and shackles, right out the side door, and never had a goodbye.
Kevin, now 20, says he will be there for sentencing. He just hopes the punishment fits the crime.
That's what I'm afraid of. He's going to get like some type of simple punishment, slap on the wrist type deal. Like I think he should be treated like everyone else should. No special. There's like nothing special about him.
Now, those are just two of the families that have been affected by this scandal over the last several years.
And again, we'll be following this case in the days ahead. Mark Ciaverella will be sentenced in 60 to 90 days. He remains free on bail tonight, $1 million unsecured bail. He's in the custody of his daughter. Another judge, former Judge Michael Conahan, has already pled guilty to 1 count of federal corruption. He'll be sentenced also by the end of the year. Reporting live at Luzerne County Courthouse for Shannon Murphy, Andy Mahalchik, Eyewitness News.
Andy, Shannon, thank you.